Hello, buddy Crow, back again with another Zaccaria Pinball table. This time we're going to be looking at House of Diamonds. And if you're wondering what is going on, how come I can't see you on the screen? Well, normally I do these intros during the live stream. However, while I was doing the stream for this table, House of Diamonds, my Elgato capture software for some reason froze and crashed, ruined the stream, and ruined the files I was creating for the video itself that I was going to edit later. They're just completely gone, obliterated, ruined. So normally after this little bit of an intro, I would take a little bit of a flyover over the table before I've played the table and kind of go over what I suspect would be in the table. Well, that footage is gone. What we're going to cut to instead is after I've played the table a while. This table I played for quite some time. I played it for, between 2 and 3 hours. I wanted to accomplish something on the table, and I just kept doing it and doing it and trying to do it. You'll find out later whether or not I did it and what exactly it was. But what we're going to jump to now is basically after I've played the table for 2-3 hours and kind of point out all the this and that on the table itself. Alright, I'm back after playing House of Diamonds for what seems like forever. It could have been, I probably played this for easily 3 hours. Part of the problem is that my whole captures, and stream went down. I had to reboot both computers, so I don't even know what footage is left that I'll be able to show in this video. And it was equally frustrating is that somehow during the preliminary stuff where I was going through all of the different lighting and stuff like that, I somehow wound up with a score of over 900,000. I thought, oh, I could get 1 million easily. And that's part of the reason why I was playing for so long, because I couldn't figure out what it was, and that was kind of frustrating me. But I got a pretty good handle on what's going on with House of Diamonds here. So these side targets on the side here, they're not labeled at all, but they represent the cards 1 through 10. So you get all 10 of them, and then the jack lights. Basically, originally they're worth like 100 points each. So once you get all 10 of them, the jack lights, and they become worth 500 points each. Do them again. The queen gets lit. They all with all of a sudden 5,000 points each. Do it again. The king's lit, and they're all worth 20,000 points each. And I think if you do it again, they're worth 50,000 points each. I'm not sure. I never made it that far, but now to help you along the way, there is this arrow that you see cycling across. When you hit the spinner, that arrow kind of cycles through and points to a card. If the card is not yet lit and you hit up here where this joker is and loop it around, the orbit as it were, that card becomes lit. If the arrow is pointing at a card that's already lit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. Now this hole up here is a bastard in its own right, because the ball barely wants to go into it. Not once did I launch the ball did the ball go in there. Maybe I'm just not doing it right, but also making this shot here, the ball never went in the hole. The ball only went in the hole, shooting it straight up the table, and luckily bouncing around a little bit, it would go in. But when the ball does land in there, you get whatever reward is lit here. Now the reward changes again based on the spinner. So the one in the middle is kind of the most worthless one because it's 5,000 points. So you get 5,000 points. Now it doesn't matter, like each ball, it doesn't matter what is lit when you do get it. The bumpers start flashing. The pop bumpers are originally worth 100 points each, but they become 1,000 points each. So it's not bad to get it the first time. But what you really want are the left and the right, because when you get the hole and the left and the right is lit, the specials on the outlanes become lit, and that's an extra ball, bonus ball. So it's kind of like insurance. If the ball drains, that you'll get an extra ball. But also you got these little posts on the side there, so a lot of times when the ball will go in these outlanes, it'll bounce back in, but a lot of times it won't too. I think it's about 50-50, honestly. So it's a fun table, but I was getting frustrated. I was really getting frustrated just because I couldn't get my score. I can't figure it out. It seems like I tried all different strategies. I just tried shooting the spinner again and again because it is worth 1,000 points. That's a lot of points over time. But it seems like maybe hitting the bumpers or something like that and getting the bonuses, and then this little loop here will double the bonus at the end of the ball. That seems like a good way to go as well. But overall, I just could not replicate that 900,000 game I have. So I don't even know what game I'm going to show. So, because I was getting really frustrated. So what you'll see now is this game in a bunch of different lighting and environments. And then whatever game I decide to show, based on whatever footage is left. All right, let's spend about 2 minutes looking at some of the lighting options for House of Diamonds. Pretty much if you've seen these Zaccaria videos before, you know what to expect. We're looking here at the morning lighting, kind of like the default lighting, where you can see all the artwork on the table. I like that peacock that's in the middle of the table, very colorful. I like how the numbers kind of show up in his feathers. But right now we're gonna switch on over to the afternoon lighting. There's just way too many shadows. It's interesting that option is there. I just don't like it. I never do. But here, this is the mode I normally play at. This is midnight mode. It gives an opportunity for the lighting to really show off. We'll see this a couple times with different lights. Not much to say really, but we're going to move on over now to this is the storm mode. This is more of a novelty mode where you get the lightning flashes in the middle of the table. It's pretty cool. I always say this in every video, but I think it's really cool that this option is there, even if it is a novelty. But it's like you're playing in a thunderstorm. Here we're back to the midnight lighting, but the lights have been swapped out with white lighting. Before it was the original lighting, the incandescent bulbs. This is like if there were white LEDs on the table. It looks really nice, really more towards the outer edges of the table. It's more noticeable. Here is the colorful lighting. Doesn't look bad on this table at all. Sometimes it doesn't look good. Sometimes it looks really good. I think this is one of the times it looks really good. I'm flying through this. There's really not much to say, but now we're gonna swap on over to the, this is a rusted table. This is in the morning lighting, and the reason morning lighting is because with the rusted table, the lights get really dimmed down. So it seems darker, dingier, so this is with the, really the maximum lighting you can have without, upping the bulbs, I guess, lighting. And here we are, same rusted table, but stormy, even darker. So those flashes of lightning are even more intense. So right now, we're going to show, well, at least I'm going to show, there's nobody else showing this, the best game I had during the stream, so to speak. I think I just threw that away. Oh man, I'm just killing myself here. All right. Okay, we got one that's there we go, we still got it. So 2 left. Yeah, slowly making our way over to 1 again. Shoot! I guess I'll keep it. Why not? If this ball's destroyed easily. So 6 is left. Got it. Thank you. Woo! One again. Okay, you can get the 1. Fairly reliable. Oh, come on. I want to say this is, well, it's hard to say. I want to say this. I think Central Park is very easy to get extra balls. Got it. Okay, we got the ball over there, yeah. I don't even know if those were not unlit or not. Oh, man. That's just pure luck. What do we go for? Right up the middle, why not? And I missed it, but at least I didn't drain it. Okay, got two over there. Just one left. Extra ball, good. Come on, why are you tempting fate like that? Okay, we got over $500,000. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that it didn't hit that. So that wasn't necessarily the best game I had during the stream. While I was just kind of testing out the different lighting modes and everything, somehow I managed to score over 900,000 points. So my goal was to get 1,000,000. And I kept trying and I kept trying and I kept trying during the stream, and that was the best I did. However, because of the Elgato incident and the fact that I lost a lot of footage, after the stream was over, I had to go back into Zaccaria Pinball and play those different modes again. And you know what? While I was doing that, I did break 1,000,000. In fact, if you were paying attention to when I was showing the different lighting options, you would have seen a little clue that I did. But rather than just talk about this game I had, I decided I'm going to put the whole thing in this video. So here it is, keeping in mind that I was just testing out different modes when I did it. So this is during the morning mode with the really, really worn playfield. So it might look kind of odd. And since this wasn't during the stream, you won't have me in the corner. It's just going to be straight up capture. And there it is. So not only did I break the million score I was going for, I broke 2 million and wound up with the #1 spot on the leaderboard, at least for now. See, the thing about this table is the way the scoring is, the more cards you light, the more they're worth. So if you just keep playing, if you keep the ball in play and you light all the cards and then light them again and light them again, they're just worth an obscene amount of points, and just the ball bouncing around will net you a ton of points. So even though you may have a low score early on, just keeping playing, maybe by the third ball, your targets will be worth just a ton of points, and you could just get that obscene score. And I knew that while I was playing, but it just was not happening. I was just having trouble keeping the ball in play, and that was the game I was finally able to do it, and just the scoring broke loose. So there you go. This video is a little bit longer than usual, but I had to throw that in there. I did have a tough time putting this all together with all the footage that was missing due to the crash and everything of that program. But well, it looks like the video came together, and now it's at an end. So if you made it this far, I presume you've liked the video, so why not like the video, maybe even leave a comment. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you like the video, well, why not subscribe, because I do have a lot of videos just like this on this channel, from Zaccaria Pinball, Pinball FX3, and Pinball Arcade, and some other stuff, maybe, and there'll be more stuff in the future, maybe. Yeah, there is other stuff on this channel. What am I talking about? Anyway, you get the point. Let's end this video. See y'all next time.